There's a lot of good players here.
Like actually is a pretty stacked tournament.
Stacked as hell.
When I first came down here, I didn't realize how stacked it was going to be, but then I looked at all the pools, I was like, dang, there is not one easy pool in this entire tournament.
No, nothing's free for sure. Every pool has at least one PR player. Doubles will be played tomorrow. So
I think we're in top 4 for doubles, right?
Yeah, we're in top 4 to doubles. That'll be played tomorrow, as well as the rest of Pro.
12 p.m. tomorrow.
12 p.m. tomorrow.
All right,
12 p.m. tomorrow, there'll be doubles.
MrGnomes and Sloan, what do you guys know about these guys?
MrGnomes has a cool name, and they both look like very different people. MrGnome rocking the red hair, mean mugging.
If he had a mustache, he'd remind me of what's it from The Walking Dead? The dude. I don't even know. He looks. I don't even remember his name. I haven't watched The Walking Dead in so long, but he looks like a character from that show.
Sloan looks good. This is Buster losers round 1, which means these people lost in the lowest bracket. Not to diminish their skill at all. It's just one tournament. But Buster's looking pretty good. He's got his float canceled on point.
Yeah, I mean, for Buster bracket, the people that got bottom 3 in their pools and then lost round 1, like this, I wouldn't know that. Just looking at this play, like,
for sure.
Sure, it's not Armada Mango, but
no, that was an Armada play right there.
No, he
up tilt to full hop nair.
He's doing what he needs to do to make it happen, man.
That's the MrGnomes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know MrGnomes. I've never seen him play before, but I guess, yeah, sure. That's the MrGnomes now.
That's the MrGnomes. MrGnomes reinventing Peach. I think it's important to point out for some lower level players, if they do look back at this, some of the habits they might have. All right, and I think one habit I think that a lot of Peach players find themselves falling into is being too reliant on roll down smash. And I think it's the same issue with Marth players, whereas, you know, they get mileage from forward smash, but at the higher level, it's not going to cut it.
And in the time you were talking, I just saw Sloan miss like 3 wavelands.
Yeah.
So that may be a problem. That may be an explanation for why he is in bracket where he's at.
Yeah. Yeah, half of it is you got to work on your tech skill. The other half is you got to not do too much. You got to realize what you're capable of before you go into a tournament and not start whipping wave dash out of shield. I don't understand the taunt.
Hey, sometimes you just got to taunt.
I get it with tournament nerves, but he's played his pools. He's played his winner's match.
You know, I'll never criticize someone for taunting. If you feel like you got to taunt...
I'm not criticizing. I like to understand why.
If you feel like you got to taunt, that's on you. That's your decision to make. Maybe it's going to piss off your opponent. Maybe it might work against you. Did you see at, what was it? I think it was like, was it Smash Summit 2 where Axe taunted after like every single stock?
Yeah, I remember that. That was against Armada?
Yeah, I think so.
To be fair, he had time to kill.
That was a very predictable side B.
Yeah, Peach definitely a pretty good character. I think the lower tech skill characters are really good at lower level.
Yeah. I mean, that was also pretty easy for Peach to see that the side B was incoming. A lot of Foxes at this level, a lot of Foxes, you know, they'll see they have to recover to the side. They're not really thinking, you know, I have to go up, I have to go down. So they're not, their first thought that comes through their head is, oh, he reflects the tournament. The first thought that goes through their mind isn't, oh, I'm going to use shield grab. They're thinking, I have to go horizontally, let's use side B. And it's really easy for even the most intermediate of players to see, okay, that's what's going to happen. I just need him to throw out a nair, and he's dead.
So I think something going on here also. Sloan obviously doesn't have experience in the Peach matchup. And you can tell because Sloan's going for up throw, up air at percentages that it's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. You're just going to get hit by Peach or just fall down and get punished for it. So I think there's a little matchup inexperience. Ooh. But inexperience doesn't matter when you have that intuition. So I think that's definitely a thing.
Was that intuition or was that just,
that was
I'm going to throw out enough smash?
Reaction, intuition, intelligence. It was all the I-verbs.
I'm trying to think of more I-verbs, and I'm blanking.
I don't even think it was a verb, to be honest, so I hope no one knows.
No, that's an adjective. That's an adjective.
It's all right. I'm an English major, but it's not like you need to know English to be a major. All right, all right.
You don't want to sit in your shield when you're on a platform above Fox. But that back air is going to give MrGnomes stage control.
Questionable side B. I thought he'd do it at the first ledge, and then he skipped it, and I was like, all right, he's going for the second ledge. And then he skipped that ledge.
It's, again, Fox mentality, just thinking, I have to go sideways. If you don't have the presence of mind, if you're not actively participating in the game, you're just thinking, I have to go sideways, you're going to side B. What was that? All right. So we're sitting at a really even game right now. Oh wait.
Yeah, we're looking
Steven,
for.
Can you update the score?
Yeah,
we're update the score.
We're looking for another commentator to replace me. I had to play a match, so we're just doing that right now. If we're not speaking, that's why.
Yeah, I told Jem to just take me out of bracket because I was like, I really don't care about playing like in just a random bracket when I could just cast, you know.
You do it for the brain gear.
You do it for the brain gear. Brain gear, the world's first brain supplement.
I actually have barely had brain gear, so I really want to just try it. I don't know if it's effects.
No, I just chugged an entire brain gear, so we'll see what the effects are.
I think the people can see the effects, and I think they enjoy what it's doing to you. So I think Sloan's recoveries have been pretty sloppy. I think he's in his head, he's like, all right, I just got to get back to stage. But there's a lot more to it than that for recovering. And he's been just side being on stage, which isn't safe. You know, you can either side B the ledge, you can up B maybe to mix it up. But I think there's definitely an issue when you're doing the same thing over and over again, because that's when it gets punished.
Yeah.
Oh, falling up air, sick.
That's game 2. Here, let me update the score really quick.
Cool guy Sloan with his falling up air. Game 3, this is their life, all right? This is actually a huge match. Because this is Buster losers round 1. So the loser of this is the last place in the whole tournament. They're the bottom pool.
So you don't want to lose this game.
Yeah, they're the bottom pool. They're the bottom place in that pool, right? 25th of the bottom pool, or not 25th, it's out of 48 people, so even less.
But you know what, that doesn't matter, because we're here to support people who want to come out and play Melee.
We absolutely are.
I don't care what place you got. I don't care who you beat. I don't care who you lost to. You came out here, you want to be part of this community. I respect you just as much as I respect Axe, as I respect Wobbles, as I respect you, Ludwig.
I appreciate that, but I still think there is an aspect, a mental aspect when you're playing, which is like, I don't want to get last place, dude, that sucks. Last place, dude? It's like my first tournament getting last place, that's lame.
Yeah, but you know what you do then? You get back up, you come to the next weekly, you look over your VODs, and you say, okay, I'm going to go this weekly, maybe I'll go 0-2, maybe I'll go 1-2, and you just keep going. You just keep going, you keep making it happen.
For sure.
And yeah, that's how you play Melee.
Yeah, absolutely right. I definitely think pride is on the line here, though. Peach with the nasty chain grabs. Oh, and the taunt again.
Sloan, you can't do that. Always try to recover. Even if you think it's impossible, at least make the effort, because I firmly believe that the mental disadvantage you get from side being off the side is not worth the time you save by doing it.
I think Sloan just said, eat your words, Apple. I just took his stock. I didn't try it, I took the stock. Sloan's definitely got some moves. Sloan's got
the chains of dash attacks. Oh, I think the biggest thing is not getting grabbed. MrGnomes right there was anticipating a tech to the center of the stage, and that's why he was staying there. He chose not to pursue. Oh my God! Not quite enough to kill off the up smash.
Sloan is playing actually super safe. He's realized that he keeps running into down smash, and so he's just throwing out forward tilt, which I think is actually wicked smart. So he's just trying to do some forward tilts.
Man, he's got to be faster about those up throw up airs.
He's not trying to commit too hard to anything. He's just trying to F tilt. Ooh, is that a stage? Is that a stage?
I can't tell. He's off stage.
Oh, that's dead. That should be dead.
Grab the ledge!
He should have held that. No, it's not.
That's not stage face. Oh, but the falling up airs as she's rolling off the ledge.
Falling up air seems to be working.
We have an even game.
Who's your money on? Call it right now. Who's gonna win?
I got $1 on. I got $1 on MrGnomes.
I don't have $1, but I'm calling Sloan.
All right.
Sloan, a man who not to be teetered with in situations of high stress.
I mean, Sloan is showing that he's got the moves, but I think MrGnomes is executing more.
Sloan's about to turn it up. You're gonna see some wave shines out of shield.
Oh, that could have been a nair so easily.
Let's go, Sloan. Let's go, Sloan. Recover. That's all she wrote for Sloan. All right, man. I'm going to head off. We're going to get
my dollar?
A new commentator. I don't got cash. Steven, who's coming on?